Hello friends, let's discuss the JEE Mains solutions of 6th September edition evening shift. Now if I talk about the first problem, it has been given that y is equal to 2 by pi x minus 1 cosec x is the solution of this differential equation dy by dx plus px into y is equal to 2 by pi cosec x, where x lies between 0 and pi by 2. Then the function px is equal to 10x, cosec x, cot x and sec x. Very simple problem. Let's have a look at this. You have been given y is equal to this 2 by pi x minus 1 cosec x is the solution. So what we can do in this case, you can just find dy by dx from this first expression we have. So that means we can write it as dy by dx is equal to, we have 2 upon pi x minus 1 and this is minus cosec x cot x. Then we take cosec x and we differentiate 2 upon pi x minus 1, that is 2 upon pi. Now we can bring this on the left hand side, that is dy by dx plus we have 2 upon pi x minus 1 and this is cosec x cot x is equal to 2 upon pi and this is cosec x we have, right? So you can see here it has been given 2 by pi x minus 1 cosec x to be y. So you can just take this as y, and if you see this is in y, what is px then? Px is going to be cot x, right, after comparison. So final answer is 2 we have. Now friends, let's talk about question number 2. This is a problem based on circle and parabola, a mixture of both the concepts. So what the question states, the question is the center of the circle passing through the point 0, 1 and touching the parabola y is equal to x square at the point 2, 4 is, these are the 4 options which are given to you. That is minus 53 by 10, 16 by 5, 6 by 5, 53 by 10, minus 16 by 5, 53 by 10, then we have 3 by 10, 16 by 5. Now let's draw the diagram. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting one. If I talk about the diagram here, just have a look at this part. So we have the axis here and the parabola is given to you as y is equal to x square. So this is the parabola we are talking about, right? And also if you see here, the circle passing through the point 0, 1. So there is a circle which is passing through 0, 1 and touching the parabola at 2, 4. So there is a circle I am talking about. So let me draw this circle like this, right? So this is what we have. So say this is 0, 1 and this is 2, 4 we have, right? Now if I join this, this is a chord we have. Let me take it as AB. Now if I talk about the center here, because we need to find the center, so this is the center we are talking about, we can just draw a tangent at this point. Then again, if I talk about the normal in the circle always passes through the center. So this is going to be a very interesting one. So this is the normal equation, this is the normal, so you can find the equation of the normal. And again, we have one more thing, this line. So the perpendicular dropped from the center divides the chord into 2 equal parts. So this is going to be, say, m suppose. So what do we have? We have AM is equal to MB, isn't it? This is what we have. Now, if I talk about M here, so M is going to be the midpoint. So what is the midpoint we have? We have 0 plus 2 by 2, which is coming out to be 1. 1 plus 4 by 2, that is 5 by 2 we have. This is M. Now the center of the circle we need to find, right? So that means this is the perpendicular. So if we can just find the equation of this line and equation of the normal, then what we can do, we can just take the intersection of this. So what we have to find the point of intersection of the normal to the circle and perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector means we are talking about from the center on the chord AB. So once we get this M, one point is known to us, then we have to find the slope of AB. So slope of AB can be found out as 4 minus 1 upon 2 minus 0. That is coming out to be 3 upon 2. So what is the slope of the perpendicular bisector CM then? So this is going to be, slope of CM is going to be what? This is going to be minus 2 upon 3. So what is the equation of the perpendicular bisector? Equation of the perpendicular bisector will be how much? Equation of the perpendicular bisector will be, we have y, and this is the point which is given to us, that is M. So this is 5 by 2, and this is coming out to be minus 2 upon 3, and this is x minus 1. So this is equation number 1. Also you have to find the normal, the equation of the normal. So how can you find it? Since the tangent and the normal are perpendicular to each other, that means slope of tangent will be how much? This is going to be, because we are taking this parabola also, so we have 2x at x is equal to how much? 2, which is coming out to be 4. So what is the slope of the normal? Slope of the normal is minus of 1 by 4. So that means if I talk about the equation of normal, that means we have y minus 4 is equal to minus 1 by 4, and this is x minus 2 we have. So this is equation number 2. Solving 1 and 2, we get the values of x and y as minus 16 by 5 and 53 by 10 respectively. So this is the center we are talking about. Now friends, let's talk about question number 3. The probabilities of 3 events A, B and C are given by probability of A is equal to 0.6, probability of B is 0.4, probability of C is 0.5. Now if probability of A union B is 0.8, A intersection C is 0.3, probability of A intersection B intersection C is 0.2, and probability of B intersection C is beta, and then probability of A union B union C is equal to alpha, where alpha lies between 0.85 and 0.95, then beta lies in the interval 1. So the 4 options which are given to you. So that means we can just use this formula here of probability. That is nothing but we have probability of A union B union C, and we can just write probability of A plus probability of B. This is probability of C we have, minus of, we can write probability of A intersection B. This is minus probability of B intersection C minus probability of A intersection C plus probability of A intersection B intersection C we have, right? Now what we can do, we can just substitute all the values in this case. So once you substitute the values, we come out with a relation between beta and alpha. So that means if you want to get the value of beta in this case, so you have to use this inequality also. So what we get now is beta is equal to, we have 1.2 minus alpha. Now the interesting part is that alpha, the range of alpha is given to you. Using the range here, that is 0.85, and we have been given 0.95, right? So using this range, we have to find the value of beta. So what is alpha? Alpha is nothing but we can write it as 1.2 minus beta. So we can just substitute here 0.85 less than equal to 1.2. This is minus beta less than equal to 0.95. So that means we can just find the value of beta in this case. And what is beta? The range of beta. If we just find out the range of beta, we get beta to be, belonging to this first option in this case, right? Which is nothing but 0.25 to 0.35 close interval.